You're listening to Say It Come. I'm just saying it, the waffle, as a waffle, is absolutely obnoxious. Hey, this is just a song that fits in between genres. We're really trying to tell you that we're down-home folks without saying we're country, because we don't want the connotation of being good old boys.
I trade my truck for an iPhone 1. Turns out it was stolen and no longer worked.
The gods don't interfere with what may or may not be a cursed weapon. She didn't care when freaking a demon was in our party. How was she give a crap about a cursed act?
That's funny.
What are you doing? Oh my God! What is happening?
This is why we did Say It Common, just for these kind of moments right here.
You're listening to Say It in Common, where we talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons. I'm AJ Cannon.
Tyrell Merle.
Dustin Foltz. Hey, we're just doing a little quick Say It in Common here. Got everybody showing up in about
30 minutes to an hour. Yep.
Yeah. So this will probably be quick. The goal is to finish Say It in Common before they get here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think about episode 1 of the campaign?
Hold on, you got to shout us out first on all the socials.
Oh man, I'm so excited though. Okay.
Come join the Discord and go watch everything on YouTube and TikTok and everywhere else videos and crap are, because we work hard to put out short form content all the time and long form.
And we work harder on long form content. It's just short form content is the world.
And come check us out on Twitch Mondays and Fridays plus other times. That's why you need to follow the Discord so you can keep up with everything that's going on through the week. Plus we got Rocket League tournament coming up on community night.
It should still be coming up by the time this airs.
Yeah, this will probably come out this week. Yeah. 'Cause these are quick to put out now. So I don't bust my butt on these as much anymore. And they still sound fine. So too bad the campaign episodes can't be like that. It's just too hard. Right. Like these, there's enough. It's usually less people. And the mics are closer to our face. We're not trying to look at the board and all that.
Right.
And then there's not people, trying to talk to the guy next to them about their next turn and crap like that. It's just like whoever's talking is amplified and everybody else is brought down a little bit. I don't have to do anything. I can make that all happen using the computer. I don't have to do anything. But
at some point, we got to get mixing an episode with AJ where you just do a video.
I've thought about streaming it on Twitch before.
Yeah.
But it's not anything anybody would want to watch.
You're wrong. The people that are doing what you do, is it gonna net us 1 million views? No. But
No.
the people who are doing what you do, as long as you tag it right and they're able to find it. It's the same thing with with we should definitely talk about it tonight if we have time. The Rocket League videos that you're making for all of us, I think they should definitely be put on. They should definitely be listed on YouTube. And if you want to add more to them, I think they're honestly fine as is. But I don't disagree with one of our Discordians, Bones, saying if you added visuals in there, you've just amplified it to actually something that not only you're talking about but you're showing.
Yeah,
it would be good.
That was what I didn't want to do though. I was just let me throw my phone up and stand in front of a whiteboard and I can make a great video for the people that I actually care about.
Yeah.
Hey, this will make us all better, know.
And it's been great experience. Yeah. So I feel like I'm about the editing process. I guarantee you there are people who would want to watch it. It's not going to be a massive number, but there are people out there.
I've thought before about live streaming me just sit down and try to make a couple of the musics for the game, because I bang those out in usually a pretty short amount of time if I have a decent idea.
Right.
So I could stream that, throwing together some music. Yeah. Slarkster would like it. He's all into that.
Oh yeah.
So Slarster's just into everything.
Yeah, he's number one fan.
I hope he wins the giveaway so bad.
Yeah.
I would feel so bad if he doesn't.
Oh, man. At this point, I think it's anyone's game. I think they're all. I think he's not ahead. It's him.
It's him and Alex.
Yeah,
both have, I think, 8 entries, and then everybody else just has 1 or 2.
Well,
but that's probably what's going to happen. Somebody with 1 or 2 is going to win.
Possibly, yeah.
I may have to send Slurch or something.
You did remove all of the commoners who have who are subbed. Remove those from the thing, right?
Yeah, they're not in it. Yeah.
Okay, good. That helps Slarcher's chances.
Yeah, no, the commoners of D&D are not going to win their own giveaway.
Right.
And really, Twitch is really weird. You can't even go in there and look at a list of your subscribers. I don't think it exists.
Does it not? It just tells you numbers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably it'll tell you how many you have, or it says how many sub points you have.
Yeah, probably a privacy security.
It probably
thing.
is, and also some people gifted this and some people gifted anonymously. It's just
it does tell you if someone is subbed to you if you go to them, but you have to know to go to them.
Yeah, you have to click on them first.
Because I know it says like when someone did it, it was like a 3-month sub or a 4-month sub or whatever, however long they've been doing it.
Yeah, it tells you how long, like if they're on a sub streak or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
All right. Well,
Anyway, so follow us on Twitch.
Yeah. And check out our Discord.
Yep.
A lot going on there. That's not me just saying. It's actually we're actually working on a Magic the Gathering thing too. If you like cardboard crack.
Yeah. Come join the league. We're about to start a league over there.
Yep.
That I did not want to be in, and I'm probably going to end up in it. So.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do y'all need me at this point or no?
I think you're our 8th, so yes. 7 people was bad.
I was hoping I was the 9th, so I wouldn't have to.
Right.
Like, I was like going to be perfectly fine just spectating and building my deck and for next time.
Right. Well, this whole season is just to figure things out because this is going to be a short season.
I hope somebody's keeping track of the points for me because
I will. I made a spreadsheet.
I'm glad somebody's doing it.
It looks. I did a good job. I did a good job. I like it.
But what about when we have 2 pods going at once?
So
and you're not in it, and I score 3 points.
So
do I have to tell you?
The idea is every pod has to have like basically someone who's keeping track of points. They're also going to be that pod's judge if there's a dispute on interaction. So. Okay. Somebody reliable has to be in both pods every single time. We can't just have one pod with everybody who's like winning and one pod with everybody who's losing.
Well, then you're going to have 3 of those guys, and they can't all be in the same pod at once.
Exactly.
That's the only thing.
Exactly.
There can be 2, and like you have to have 3 because you wouldn't want it to be. There's 2 guys that never get to play against each other.
Right. I imagine bare minimum it'll be me and Noah, but then maybe
get one
Seth.
More. Yeah, just get one more.
Yeah, that way me and Noah, because otherwise me and Noah would never get to play against each other. Yeah.
That way you can rotate it around.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you start saying? You said you were excited about something?
I'm super excited. How do you guys feel about Terra Nova, the campaign so far? What are your thoughts? Tyrell, you came in, you got to listen in for a little bit last time. Were you able to get caught up on the podcast?
I tried to get as far in as I could. That's what I was doing whenever you text me.
Right.
I didn't finish the whole thing, but I got probably close to 3/4 of the way through, and I was here for the tail end of it.
I was going to say, did you get to the point where you came in?
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
But I was at the part where you guys were fighting the gibbering mouther.
You came in just after that. You came in around the Great Oozes because I remember asking if you knew what it was.
And it's mainly combat. So like if you know the intro, like you pretty much have the backstory, your own backstory. Nothing's been divulged upon enough to be like, oh, you missed a huge lore thing or anything.
Yeah, it's mostly just you guys giving each other a hard time.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying, Taro?
I was going to say the other night I was trying to listen to it, but I was so tired. My sleep schedule's been so messed up since I quit and all that, and even before that it was messed up. Wow. But like I fell asleep and I don't know where I was exactly in the podcast. I fell asleep.
So when you woke up, it was on the next episode, which was actually the previous episode. That's what mine does every single time.
It was still on the same episode, but it was like somewhere toward the end, and I was like, okay, I'm going to rewind this again. So I started it again, and then like, I think I got it though. Pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, I had a lot of fun. It's definitely like the complete opposite to our other campaign, where this is kind of like, I feel like we're like in arcade mode, kind of.
Yeah.
Which is fun. It's a different change of pace. Seeing a lot of different enemies, some classic stuff. Like I was saying, I've never fought a gelatinous cube. I was like, I've always wanted to fight a gelatinous cube because that's like the classic D&D enemy that everybody knows.
Yeah, the dungeon vacuum cleaner.
That's exactly what they're called. I'm so excited to have Tyrell here. I even messaged him. I was like, look, your monster knowledge is your character's monster knowledge.
Oh,
but I changed things, and that's you're just going to be wrong sometimes.
That's how it ought to be anyway.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it, but
yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do something a little different, and plus, like our main campaign, we haven't done a ton of like dungeon delving.
Yeah,
like there's been places that we've been in, for an extended period of time that wasn't just like open world,
right?
But like, I mean, I guess like the Bathory's that castle was a dungeon.
Yeah, and that was a big part of this. Is it's like we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and Seth campaign has had dragons, but it's like so I really wanted to like do. I like dungeon delving, and it gives me as a DM a whole lot of control. Like control, y'all don't even understand. Like I already know how tonight's gonna play out
because you've got us locked inside your box of fun.
Yeah, you're locked in a box. Like it's, I'm excited because I do it. This like I don't want like as a viewer to think that this is going to be combat only and you can skip. Like I fully have stuff going on. I know a lot of stuff that's going to go on, but obviously y'all have to figure it out. The idea is it's going to be in between combat, so it's like the characters have to fight for their lives and then grow as people. Fight for their lives, grow as people. That's kind of my whole. That's the whole inspiration for this. And I love anime. I love video games. So you're going to see tons of anime and video game themed stuff.
Me and Tyrell were talking about that yesterday. Because I said it reminded me of like playing Pokemon, like Game Boy Pokemon. You're walking through the grass and you run into an enemy. And I was like, it's probably a lot like Final Fantasy too.
I was definitely saying it was something like, was it Delicious in Dungeon? Or
that's why you can't eat the monsters.
Yeah.
I knew that you guys had seen Delicious. Someone had seen Delicious in Dungeon.
I haven't watched all of it, but like I've seen bits and pieces out of it. I know.
I was like, I didn't want them eating the monsters.
That's what it reminded me of slightly. Was that?
But yeah, very, very like Final Fantasy themed for sure. Like I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so I constantly take inspiration from the things I love, whether I realize it or not. Monsters in Final Fantasy disappear after they're killed. They drop stuff. They drop items. I like the idea that what you get isn't always what was relevant on the creature. It was just it's just things that exist, things that the dungeon has been able to collect in its like lifetime. You're basically getting somebody else, some dead person's stuff.
Yeah.
Is essentially what's happening.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of that. But the reality is there is more to the world. If there's ever like that, I expect there to be times where y'all won't be in the dungeon, and I can't wait for that experience. Like at me as a DM, because it's going to be like I imagine like Tychus's character, for instance, because he's only 15 years old. If anyone doesn't remember from last episode, I imagine like he's been seeing all these monsters get destroyed and disappear and drop stuff. But the second y'all go out of the dungeon and y'all run into a bandit, they're gonna die, and it's gonna be bloody, and it's gonna be messy, and their body's still gonna be there. And I'm gonna be like, Tychus, you just murdered somebody. Okay.
It's not going to respawn tomorrow.
It's not coming back. You still have a corpse here. The blood is on your hands.
Yeah.
I like the realization for that for some of y'all's characters, because the idea is the dungeon is supposed to detach you from reality and then thrust you back into reality and force you to deal with what the dungeon has done to your psyche is kind of the thoughts.
Yeah.
And I want to do that as a DM. Like I keep throwing stuff at you and you're like, I'm going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm okay. And then you're just right back there. Like watching you got the gelatinous ooze. Like I even think that I don't think I ruled things right. Like you should have taken more damage, staying in the ooze. I mean, it's whatever. I made a mistake.
Just touching a gelatinous cube, I think you take acid damage.
That happened.
And we did when we tried to pull each other out.
He just stayed in there.
Oh.
His whole turn. He just starfish.
Yeah,
Stayed
you would have been.
He should have. So realistically, he should have taken damage at the beginning and end of his turn. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
That way it really eats you up, and you're supposed to be encouraged to leave. It's all right. I mean, like I said the first time, y'all had been in a lot of scrapes. I wasn't trying to kill anybody on the first night. That's not the plan. But yeah, you probably should have been hurt a lot more than you were. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe your skin started to harden up, and the acid couldn't burn into you as well. Mm-hmm. It's all up to the dice rolls at the end of the night, except for that black pudding. He don't care about dice rolls. He just does 18 acid damage every single time.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And then they split whenever they get hit with slashing damage.
I don't know if that one does that. Ochre Jelly does that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a higher.
It could be ooze. I just don't remember for sure. As y'all know, with the first episode, I've dealt with a lot of variations of oozes. So we had a gray ooze, a gibbering mouther, which I put in the ooze family. And then we had a black pudding and a gelatinous cube. Those were the four we dealt with, and that's not all of them. That's just what y'all encountered in your first.
Ty, did we find a gibbering mouther before? Is there one in a module or something that we played? I feel like I had seen that before.
It may have been in one of like the
When we
Sunlit
played-
Citadel or one of those that we played with Seth, maybe early on. I don't remember though.
Because I did Tales of the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
And I did. We played Strahd a couple times. Curse of Strahd a couple
Might have
times.
been in there. There's some creepy monsters in there.
I particularly remember the gibbering mouther.
The Mouther was so fun. I had such a blast. I didn't know everything he'd done because I hadn't read his stat block in probably a week. Mm-hmm. So I probably looked at it. I was like, oh, that'll be really good. But the realization of how good it was for the character that Kyle is working on, it was perfect.
I tell you,
Make him run away.
Yeah,
one of the
run
creepiest-
into it. I love that.
one of the creepiest oozes in existence to me.
Yeah, I know what you're going to
is
say. The Oblex?
The Oblex, yes.
Yeah, that is a weird thing.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why, because they were all exposed to a bunch of psionic energy by mind flares. So
Yeah.
that's why they're like that. But they like devour their whatever creature that they're going to devour. Usually humans. They primarily go after like
They like sentience.
yeah, they like
because they
intelligent
gain
creatures.
everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So they copy that thing
Mm-hmm.
exactly to a T, like in its looks and everything, and like it'll like or
So you
that-
can't even tell it's an ooze. It looks like the other thing.
Yeah, the only way you can tell is like you have to like pass like a perception check to check like it's there's like it leaves behind like a trail of ooze behind it, and you can't really see. It's like a thin line.
Thin line of clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Snail
Oblex,
trail.
Oblexes
Pretty
are
much.
nasty.
You know, it's funny you mentioned when we're out of the dungeon or whatever, like or in between combat, we grow as characters or whatever. It's like everybody is flawed in some manner. Like Tychus is scared of everything.
Yeah.
Dexter's what's Dexter's character?
Dexter's character is selfish.
Yeah, he's selfish. He's a greedy little dude. My
okay.
guy's got an ego.
Let's talk about Rome and Clay.
Yeah, Clay.
You taking him off to the side
buddies.
at that very beginning. Did you got this far because you said you got to the beginning. He's like, 5 of us go in, 2 of us come out.
At best,
And
2
he-
of us coming
And he's
out.
like, hey, there's 2 guys right here.
Yeah,
Man.
he immediately saw a bunch of unqualified. We've got a child. We've got a halfling and a slow in the brain turtle. we got a turtle with a lazy eye.
Oh, man. Yeah. Right.
But I think Tyrell's character is going to bring a
Oh, man.
little spunk to the party.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm really I hate that you missed the first game, and I really hated that I thought you were going to miss this game.
Well, if I hadn't quit, I would have because
They're
were
working?
They were going to be working
Yeah.
today.
Welcome
tomorrow.
back to Commerce D&D.
Yeah, celebrate Tyrell.
Man, I'm so glad because I'm Tyrell. I was lore wise, Tyrell's character is the one that I am just really really excited about, and Tyrell doesn't know why, and that's the best part.
Well, we were talking about, or Anthony was complaining that everybody made a goofy character. Now, I know Tyrell won't have a goofy character, but
I tried so hard though. We were in character creation. I was like,
Yeah.
Tyrell, make him a small kitty
Yeah,
because
you can be small or medium size.
Yeah,
so.
I remember y'all
he
having that
would
conversation.
he'd be Puss in Boots. He'd be like,
Yeah.
fear me if you dare.
But we're all like, my intention wasn't to make a goofy character.
Yeah.
I guess maybe his voice is a little goofy, but he wasn't supposed to. I mean,
Yeah.
you can play a goofy character seriously
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
be serious with a goofy character.
The voice that you chose to do with that does remind me of that guy from Family Guy.
Family.
Yeah, that's-
The
guy in
paraplegic.
Yes, the guy in the
Yeah,
wheelchair.
well,
I think-
it's Kronk from
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove. Same dude.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, that was where I got it from.
Oh, is that the same voice actor?
Same voice.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Cusco's poison.
Yeah, it only kills Cusco. Oh man, yeah,
That's where it came from. But
it's definitely a colorful cast, and I love that you all are so flawed because that makes it easier to like work on it. And
Yeah.
some of you during character creation, I'm not going to name any names, but some of you actually talked about wanting to improve their like they wanted this to be a life journey for their character, and I was
Right.
like, that's fantastic. That's what I wanted.
yeah, we're all in it for like kind of a little bit different reason. We got guys in it for the money. We've got guys in it for the fame and glory. We've got Tychus just trying to
Just trying to be brave,
beat his fears.
Yeah,
I will say something about Kyle. His commitment to a character is unbelievable.
it's insane. Yep.
Yeah.
And
to the point that he's sitting over here going,
Exactly. That is the one thing I noticed through the entire episode is like him doing that. I was like, wow, he is committed to doing
oh
that.
yeah. I was so the thing that I was most happy about with Kyle was I was always worried that raskness in him was gonna like you remember like when we were in that combat and it's like we didn't know who's gonna happen and Kyle's over there studying.
Yeah.
So he's doing the same thing last time.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of our third combat. He goes, "What's hemocraft?"
I remember hearing that.
It's
yes.
your ability. He's over there learning about blood hunters, trying
Yeah.
to figure out what can I do.
he will. He will sit here and he will study
Yeah.
until he comes up with something that he can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I had forgotten all of that. Like I'd forgotten. I think I'd learned. I knew about it from the past, like from months and months ago. But I'd forgotten that they can charge every weapon in their arsenal. There's no restriction on drawing blood and charging weapons. Like there's no restriction at all. I'm assuming that's Malachi that just pulled in. Is that truck?
Yeah, that's Mal.
Nice. Okay, so we'll have him join us in a second. But yeah.
Couple statements.
Oh yeah, about his lazy eye. But yeah, so I mean, I'm glad that he is the same like Kyle, even though he's a different character altogether.
And he does a good job of playing a different character.
He does. He does a great job.
That Tales from Palexia, he played Orlean. I was like, Kyle's going to be Rask no matter who he plays. No, not at all.
Not at all.
Great role player.
Yeah, he does a great job. I'm really excited about this campaign. I'm hoping this side campaign. I've told him because I even got a question last night by text message like, is this going to continue after we finish Seth's campaign? I was like, the plan is this will last as long as it lasts, and then if we do anything else with this again, we'll just see. We'll just see how things go.
Call me? Well, he didn't know we were doing second call.
No, yeah, you're good. But I'm looking forward to it. What are there any expectations for Casimir that you have going into it, or are you just kind of just seeing what happens?
I do want to talk to you in a minute about just
Some specifics? Yeah, I actually have some things I got to tell you. Casimir missed the gathering, right? So he missed the gathering. He wasn't there when they went in the dungeon, but it's okay because me and Tyrell talked about it because we knew ahead of time that he was going to miss last game because of his previous job. But I've worked out a solution, and I already know what's going to happen for Tyrell. Cameron is expected to be here tonight, so we're looking forward to that. And I already know how. Luckily, with Cameron's character, which I have a lot less preparation on because I have a lot less character information. With Cameron's character, though, they're not in the dungeon right now, so it works out very well for me. So I already have plans for that as well. So we'll be able to continue tonight. We'll have a full cast of 7 people. Looking forward to that. Malachi, do you want to come say some words about old Sylvester?
Yes,
All right. So what were you going to say, Tyrell?
Sylvester. I don't guess I really have anything to say as far as not yet anyway.
Yeah.
About,
okay.
So.
Well, we'll just leave Casimir as a mystery. He'll make an appearance tonight, I'm sure. And so you're in mic number 7. So if you want to say a few words, yeah. How do you feel about Sylvester in the side campaign?
Is it Jack? Hello, testing. Doesn't look like it's.
Okay, then you
just
use Tyrell.
Yeah, I'll just use ties.
Yeah.
And Sylvester, he's just a guy on a mission, and I feel bad for the guy because he's looking for his home in the completely wrong area.
Yeah.
But hopefully he finds what he's looking for.
All right. He's gonna be important tonight for Casimir. I know that.
Sweet.
So he'll have to step up tonight. He needs to submit his role in the party.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so the combat will continue tonight as soon as they're ready to head back into the dungeon. Well, we've got, I guess AJ's away a little bit, but I guess we can transition to gaming because we all played Borderlands 4 last night.
Yeah.
It was such a good game. Y'all, any compliments or concerns or questions about the game that you guys had?
I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I mean, I
am too.
I thought it was.
I definitely saw those those game one I saw bugs. I'm not gonna worry about it. It just came out.
Yeah,
we haven't even
they'll
had a
do
hot
bug
fix
fixes.
yet. I'm not overly concerned about it. This is 2025. I know games are coming out with bugs because the developers are rushed. Like I know AJ saw a swinging weapon that wasn't yours.
I saw it too.
Did y'all both see
it? Was all
it?
spinning.
I saw it as well. But see that enemy that y'all were fighting, I didn't see it. That wild beast.
That, yeah.
I couldn't see it. Like I was just looking at where y'all were attacking, and once I hit it, I saw a health bar, and I was like, okay, don't stop hitting there.
Yeah.
And I just kept hitting there.
Oh my goodness.
I am early game, and because there's 4 of us, stuff is so powerful. I'm gonna have to respect my character. I can't use those blades. The blades are great when the enemies are weaker than us, or even when they're our strength. Yeah. But you put a level 2 levels higher than us, those blades they result in one situation for me: death.
Going down.
and not even death doing good damage. I mean, like slash. I did like maybe 5% of his health, and then he kills me. Yeah, so
That's kind of how I feel about Amon. Is like his axes, like they're kind of in that same boat. Like you can rush in, you start hacking him. I feel like Amon's really slow for some reason, but like I like the character. Don't get me wrong. It's just I feel like he's slow.
it's not hot yet.
I didn't see it. It didn't look like it was moving.
No, it's not. Well, it's not for you yet.
Okay.
It will be.
Okay. I appreciate it.
But yeah, I just feel like the axes, they're really good, like as far as like using the throwing part. But if you're just using them to hack into enemies, they're not very damaging.
Same for the blades. And the blades also have a dash action. So if I miss, do y'all notice I was fighting? Zoom! It's because I missed. And
That's funny.
yeah, so I just dashed past them, and I'm like, great. Now I got to turn around and dash back.
Let me know when she's ready, AJ.
When I was using one of his abilities, like earlier on, it was the first one I was experimenting with. It wasn't the dual axes. Instead, you get a hammer and the like fist attack that he does. He can
Right.
like dash forward and like punch into it and it explode.
Right.
Or then you can do like the hammer attack where you like come down and it does like this huge AOE.
Right.
But I'm thinking about like respecking him and going toward the other direction, which is a shield.
Okay.
So it's more of a defensive,
Heavy survival.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm gonna go with Rafa has like pulse cannons on his back. I think I'm gonna go with those. I just need to be able to do more damage to something.
Yeah.
My focus right now is handling things that are stronger than us. Our abilities will always scale with us for the most part, so they will always be reliable. Our weapons will not always be reliable.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that because if you can't rely on your action skill and we end up in an underleveled situation, we're going to be in trouble.
That last night, I don't know if y'all noticed that I completely disappeared from the group a few times, but it's because I with that
That Reaper?
with the hover glide thing that you can do, I was going on rooftops and finding like strange boxes, and I got some baller weapons. I didn't even tell
okay.
y'all. I've got some
You were
nasty ones.
Tyrelling us. So
Yeah, but I was putting in work. Like I was doing parkour and all sorts of stuff, just looking for crazy items, and I found a couple of good ones.
Speaking of weird things on rooftops, there was a place that we were at. There's like two buildings. There's a road between them. We went through there, and I noticed like I could see like this weird like hovering like upside down pyramid shaped thing on one side of the building. So I jumped up on this one side and climbed up there, and there was a grapple point. I got up there on top of it,
Right.
and you could touch that thing. It actually gives you like the prompt to touch it. And when you do, there's like this golden orb that pops up in it, and it shoots out beams of light to 3 other locations. Across one was across the way, one was like
I
up
didn't
there
find
on
one
the-
of those. I don't think.
Okay.
and then
That's
one,
cool.
one was up on top of a tower on the other side over there. So I hovered over to the tower. I got that one, and you can actually touch the orbs.
Wow.
And once you get all 3 of those, you get a collectible.
How about
okay.
that?
I did find the bobblehead. Someone else mentioned the Marcus bobbleheads. I did find a Marcus bobblehead. So
The collectibles do pop up on the map. It puts like a big aura circle on the map about where there's a thing.
okay.
I thought I'd say. But yeah, it probably. You said it makes 3 points that you then go
Yeah.
to. Okay, that would make it. But they were within probably a pretty close
Yeah,
radius.
they were all within like 60 feet of each other. Or something.
Right.
Okay, so that's how you find them. Then is you find one and it points you to the others. Because I was going to say on the map it's this huge circle. I'm like, who would search that entire thing to find an artifact or whatever? But yeah,
Yeah,
So-
it gives you one collectible after finding all 3 orbs.
yeah. So when we got our bikes at the end of the stream, we did a 5-hour stream, by the way, for anyone who missed it. When we got our bikes, I went all the way to the edge of the map, and I was out. You remember that big waterfall we saw towards the beginning of the game? I was down there.
Okay.
And there was just a lawn chair with a Marcus bobblehead just sitting there, just
Wow.
looking at a painting.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, it's I don't know. I've enjoyed it a lot. I know we've only played. We're like level 12. We're only level 12.
I think level 13.
Did we hit 13?
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe
Level
so.
13. So we're if you look at it from a level standpoint, we're probably between 25 and 35% through the game.
Yeah.
Because usually if it stays on track with older Borderlands games, we'll end around level 36 is my
Yeah.
thoughts. If it's not like that, it could end around 50. That'd be sweet, but that's never happened to my knowledge. Usually you have to go into True Vault Hunter mode for that stuff.
They've
So-
definitely changed the game though, up as like how it functions for sure.
The last thing we were doing before we ended the stream, are we looking for like a murderer or something? What were we doing?
I don't even remember.
Yeah. Because it was
cut the bid list from the ceiling.
Yeah.
yeah that.
Or are we looking for the guy that killed him? Or was that a side quest?
That was a side quest.
It was a
I think.
side quest.
So
but
what's
The last story quest we did was finding Rush, and now we're helping
Okay.
his group. I don't actually know what we're doing. I
Okay,
don't
that's
remember.
the main story because I was having trouble keeping up with what was story mode and what was just us trying to level up.
And
some.
Rush is like the leader of the resistance in that area
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah, the leader
When we
of the
went down in that hole,
Kairos.
it was that
Yeah.
big dude. Yeah.
the Kairos resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything y'all are hoping to see in this game? I mean, we've already seen Claptrap. We can't hope to not see him. But is there anything else that you're hoping turns up from old Borderlands games?
I have a strange suspicion that one of those Vault Hunters that are going to probably be available here soon might be Tiny Tina.
You think so?
Oh, that'd
might
be
be.
sweet. I might have to pay the
I
money.
wonder
for that.
what she would do. She'll definitely have
I'd love
bombs.
if she popped up. I don't know. Seeing some other characters would be fun. If somebody came back from another game, like just
Yeah.
for however much of a stint they were in the game, or
That
how
would be
much they-
hilarious if they
Because
actually put
Marcus
her as
is
a playable
clearly
character.
alive because he still narrated it, so I'm sure he'll pop up.
Well, yeah, Tyrell said, because apparently they mentioned it and I just forgotten it. Was it 11 years or something? It told us how long after the third.
Six
6 years. Yeah, 6 years.
Is
after.
Lilith still alive?
As far as we know,
She was at the end of 3, right?
If there's another Phoenix Siren, no, she's dead. But as long as there's not another Phoenix Siren, you can't say for sure if she's alive or dead. She's the one that turned the moon of Pandora into that Phoenix symbol.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Well, and that's what popped up in the intro, didn't it? He said that something about after everything turned to fire or whatever, and it popped up the Firehawk symbol.
Yeah. It was talking about her. It was talking about her sacrifice for sealing the Great Vault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know if she's still alive or not.
I mean, it's possible she's like up there and just keeping the vault closed.
Here's another thing I just thought of, because when you're on the beach and Claptraps are coming up to you right there, and then he's trying to wake you up by hitting you with all this stuff,
Yeah.
Right before that, you hear a woman's voice saying "Vault Hunter."
Yep.
Who is that?
It could be Lilith. Yeah.
It kind of sounded like her.
Yeah,
It definitely isn't Angel. Angel's dead.
Yeah.
And then Tannis has Angel's powers. I expect to see Tannis at some point
She has
because Tannis
Angel's
is a
powers?
siren. Yeah, she's the techno siren now. She's the siren that Angel used to be. And then the little girl has Maya's powers, which is the phase lock siren. It tells you how many sirens exist in the world, but I don't remember the number. It's just part of like Borderlands lore. There's only so many sirens
Yeah.
in existence ever.
At once, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have one of them in our party, so somebody died.
Right. Well, yeah.
I enjoy playing as
The
that
phase.
siren. I can put down like as long as I stay alive, like 3 Reapers at the same time.
Oh, well, that
Really? I never saw your Reaper die. I didn't even see a health bar
it,
for your Reaper.
it dies and then you can immediately put it back in.
The
okay.
big bad of the last game, that chick, she was a siren, wasn't she?
She was.
Okay, so she's dead.
She was
so-
the leech, but her brother wasn't supposed to be a siren, I don't think.
No, he wasn't supposed to be.
Because
So he
sirens
probably
aren't
wouldn't-
males for one.
Did he die too?
Yeah, I think he died.
I think they both died.
I
think it
think
was like-
he killed her, and then we killed him. I think
So
that's what happened.
so that would have been the loss of a siren.
Right, but she was like the life leech siren, so that is another one of those has to exist somewhere. So that's got to still be a thing.
Yeah.
Technically, her power is still out there.
If we had, like, if I had my pick of the characters that we had, that mine would have been the last one I picked.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I still like it, but I never picked the one that's like the elemental damage one.
Yeah.
And it's been the siren.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't Lilith? She was like
Yeah, she
supposed
was
to
the
use elemental stuff.
Which I've noticed with all the characters, it seems like most of them have like some kind of
Elemental.
elemental thing now.
It's making me play a little bit different because I'm actually looking for elemental guns now.
Right.
But it took forever to find any. For a while, they were just
Early game, they were
plain
hard.
guns.
Like
The number of armored enemies early game. Fire used to be so good. It's not what it used to be.
no.
now you need like acid or not acid, corrosive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need corrosive.
Well, what's the difference in the corrosive and radiation? Is the yellow bar radiation?
Yeah. No. The yellow bar is armor, and that's what you want to use corrosive against.
Yeah.
Corrosive
So
on.
blue
okay.
bar is shield, yellow bar is armor, red bar is regular health.
Yeah.
Because we're not fighting humans, we're fighting synths.
So I haven't had a corrosive gun yet. I don't think I've only had fire and electric guns.
My blades say that they can become corrosive, and I saw in the video they turn green, but I have no idea how to make
It's probably
that
like
happen.
it wasn't Borderlands 1 where you had to find a relic to change it or something.
I mean, it's possible.
Well, my power that
Or maybe it's a perk.
the aura thing that I dropped down.
I like it.
Anything, and it's really good for everybody. I mean, I'm the support class.
it's good,
But
yeah.
what it does, it gives you overshield for you and your allies,
that's
and
nice.
then any enemies that are in it, all the resistances go away. So no matter what they're resistant to, they're not in that.
Yeah.
So you can use any gun on them when they're in there.
Well, the fact that you can just make someone trip and fall with melee damage, that's not ever been a thing before, and I love it. Like it doesn't matter how big and bad they are. If they fall to their knees, they're gonna go.
I do like the
down.
prone stuff,
Yeah.
knocking stuff prone.
That throwing knife grenade mod I got last night. If you see an enemy, you see crit on it. It's because of the throwing knife.
Yeah.
And when I throw a throwing knife into them, it makes them weaker to like everything that hits them afterwards.
Right.
And it has
Turns everything
It has
else
like
to
an
crit.
X and a skull
Okay.
on them.
Is it just the throwing knives that they auto lock onto enemies, or is it all the grenade mods? Because I only
It's not
ever
all the
used-
grenade
It's
mods.
not all the grenade mods. It's just that one I
throwing
just so
knife.
happened to come across.
Well, I know my throwing knives. As long as my reticle was close, it didn't care where my reticle was. It would just go and smack an enemy.
I had a grenade mod that was honing in on them,
Mm-hmm.
and even one of the Teddy Orr guns that I had that you throw,
Yeah.
it honed in on stuff too.
That's nice.
But then I was wondering if all the grenades did that, and then I picked up one that was just like a sticky grenade, so
Yeah.
it didn't do that.
I had one for a little while that it was just my problem. It was a good grenade, did a lot of fire damage, but it bounced like once or twice. I was like, oh, it throws off my aim every
Yeah,
time.
I hate the bouncy ones.
And then I got the heavy ordnance. I had like a grenade cannon, a grenade launcher gun. Oh, that thing is amazing. I'm guessing somebody's here. I don't know. But
I found it was an ancient singularity grenade mod last
ancient.
night.
What does ancient do? I've never
Oh, no,
heard of
it's
that.
purple.
I never. Well, so usually the way that they do it is the prefix is
Yeah.
usually a modification to it. I wonder what the ancient prefix does.
I think it may have been something to do with the it being a dataless grenade mod, maybe.
Okay.
Because like certain companies or whatever that makes the weapons like have like
Well,
weird,
Daedalus has never been a company before. I'm thinking
true.
Daedalus might be a company that originates from Kairos.
maybe
Because let's see. I saw Daedalus guns. I saw Jacob's guns.
Yeah.
I saw Teddy Orr guns.
I have 2 Malawan guns.
Malawan is definitely in this. I have not seen a Hyperion gun.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I did not see one that I'm aware
I think
of.
whoever the Timekeepers troops are there, I think that's who's replacing Hyperion here.
Right. Well, Hyperion as a corporation might have also finally collapsed because Jack was the Hyperion head.
Yeah.
And we saw Hyperion guns in 3, but the company that could have just been remnants, and maybe all the Hyperion guns are gone. I also didn't see any torque weapons. Now,
Torg would be a guy I'd like to see show up.
I would love to see Torque.
Yes.
So I would love Mrs. Torque to make a comeback. Do y'all remember Mrs. Torque from Borderlands 2?
In 2?
Yeah, she was the grandma, but
the
she
grandma.
looked just
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Torque.
Yeah, when we helped Grandma
Yeah,
in that arena.
it was the
or
holiday
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
She would not shut up about that story.
Yeah, she
would not shut
and
up.
we left.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I sat there and listened to it all.
She was going on and on.
Oh man,
That was really funny. I do like Torg.
I'm really enjoying Borderlands 4. I think I'm glad we all got it. I'm really glad. I think it's gonna be a great game.
Another thing that they've changed, like mechanic wise, that I was listening to this one video this guy was talking about, like, is they have like world bosses into the game, which we know, but like they're randomized. So like I
You
don't
can't
think.
farm an area.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be.
No, they've always had unique monsters as world bosses,
Right.
Like Donkey Kong.
But like, they
was one.
change, I think, like depending on like where you go.
Really?
From what I saw.
I know with Donkey Kong, the problem with him is with unique creatures like him, they don't always spawn, but they were always in the same spot.
Right.
But if you're saying they change, that's very
Yeah, I think they
interesting.
change like depending on like where and what time of day and all that stuff that you're in.
Oh,
the
okay,
game,
that's
so.
cool.
And I think they even have. I may be wrong about this, but that video that I was watching earlier was saying something about like there's like weekly boss raid type things that they
That
have
is
planning on doing. So
That is a good. Having reasons to keep people coming back is always great, and I would love that. I was telling AJ,
I would
before
say that's something Borderlands probably not done that great of before.
they've never done it. They've
Yeah,
only
they've
ever
never done it
had
before.
like
it's very redundant.
right. It again gets very redundant, but yeah, I would love that. I would love this to be a game that we play beyond the story, and we like do okay. Let's do let's like maybe once a month. You know, after we finish the story, we do it once a month. Borderlands. Okay, we're all here. Let's do our monthly stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
That'd
I'd
be
love
cool.
that.
What did y'all think about the grenades or ordnance, like the R1 ability?
I liked it. I liked it.
I thought that was pretty cool.
The change because heavy weapons are typically in Borderlands good and bad early game. They usually are really good, but you have no ammo, and so that makes them kind of bad because you can't ever find ammo for them. So even if I brought the best level 1 rocket launcher in the entire game, if I can't find ammo for it, it's not that great. Like the only times I'll get ammo is ammo caches.
Yeah.
Or is the vending machines. So it's like I feel like that's a good balance because heavy weapons are extremely powerful in the late game and like for the meta. Usually you'll carry, most people, unless their build needs something else entirely, you could carry like a rocket launcher. And its main thing is if something dumb takes you down, you point that thing at a little guy and he just disappears and you come right back up.
Yeah.
And that's not an uncommon thing you'd see it in like max level Borderlands gameplay. I feel like this is a good balance for that because now you don't have to worry about rocket. You can get a grenade or a heavy weapon. And I liked it. Like y'all, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had a grenade cannon, and I just pulled it out. And it said, "Doo, doo, 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 doo," it just destroys people.
I had a minigun at one point.
Did you? I heard you say it. I never saw it.
I had one that was like one of those like anti-aircraft turrets you see on a boat that has two barrels.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. It wasn't killing anything.
Well,
they would shoot
although-
explosive rounds.
That's the thing about the minigun is that's the reason I had those throwing knives at the time. I was like, it's way better than the minigun.
I had one. I don't remember what it was. It was the first one I picked up, and it was pretty good. And then I was trying to pick something else up, and I accidentally picked up that thing. I was like, what the heck is this ballista thing that I have?
Right.
But I don't know. I like that the grenades regenerate and
Yes.
or the ordnance goes on cooldown.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I may just stick to picking up grenades. But now there's not as many because other stuff it drops other ordnance now instead of just grenades. So
Right. Well,
I always
We
loved
don't
the
know what else
grenades in
the game yet
Borderlands.
either.
That's what
Yeah,
I was about to say. I actually have a skill for Rafa that when I do a certain thing, I drop a grenade. So what happens if I have ordnance? It may just mean if you have this build where you drop grenades, you don't want heavy ordnance, you just want the grenades, and that's
because
cool.
it drops a grenade of your
Right.
type that you already have.
Right. That's my thought. So it's like if I have heavy ordnance, it might just drop a regular grenade that does nothing but go boom and does a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
But it's like if it drops my grenade mod, like that now means something. So
True.
It'll be certain builds will want certain things, but I mean it just makes the game more diverse. So I'm not against it. I'm so happy they gave us all 4 weapon equips before we got to
Early.
like level 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's like story capstones that give you those.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what level you are, you have to complete it. But I think it was all level based for us. I think when we hit level 7, we all got our weapon. I don't think because we weren't doing anything with the story until we were level 11. I think was when we got back on track with the story.
Yeah. It took us. We spent most of our time just running across the map.
Yeah, the map was a
I
massive.
bet we
one.
ran for 2 hours just across the map. I mean, we were fighting stuff on the way, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how
grief.
they've done the map because I mean you don't have all these loading screens and stuff anymore.
Could
It's
we have done the mission first to get the motorcycles before we?
probably?
If we were strong enough, I don't know.
I just don't see the game. The devs wanting you to run 3,000 meters across the map.
They definitely don't. Realistically, we probably could have ran straight there, but would
And we were following the map.
would we be
too.
strong enough is the question because the mission, unless the main story levels up with us, the main story at the time was like level 11. I think we were level 11/12 as a party. So the question is, does the main story track our level and will get harder with us? Because one of the big problems with Borderlands, especially with 4 people, is you tend to get over leveled and then everything just comes like, it's just breakneck pace. You can wipe everything out instantly. But I would be very interested in a main story that just tracks our level and lets us do side quests at our leisure. That'd be great.
Yeah, used to what I would do is like when I was playing solo, I would play too many main campaign, and it'll make you go do side quests.
Yeah, because they'll be 3 levels higher.
Yeah,
than
it gets too out of control.
Yeah.
I will say the open world of it.
It was so fun.
I don't know if people are going to like that, but I really liked that.
I do. I like it a lot.
To where, I mean, every other Borderlands game, I guess Borderlands 3, they start sending you to other planets. It makes it seem like the world's bigger.
Right.
But it's still just these little maps inside of big maps. And you have to go through load screens to get to each area and stuff. And this is just like one gigantic.
Yeah, and this may not, I mean, I may be being a little presumptuous here. This may not be the only planet. So
That's true.
If we get to go to 2 or 3 planets and they're all this big,
Gigantic.
that would be insane.
I feel like this is probably it, but they might add it later.
Yeah, well,
It's so big.
they
We
create-
saw
I know.
one region of it.
I know,
And not
I
even
know.
the whole thing.
I know, but I mean, like, for as long as we played, we probably would have only been on 2 planets in Borderlands 3. So,
True.
I don't know. I would like to see at least let us go to Pandora, and see what's going on Pandora,
If we got to go back to Pandora,
even if
it'd be
it was just like like you're just like the a resistance area where it's just like a room and you can just see what's going on. Like I would like to at least visit Pandora. I'd like for them to keep that a part of the game, but
Pandora was in Borderlands 3, wasn't it?
Pandora's in all of them.
Okay, I thought it was. We got to go there then. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Yeah, Pandora, you're only on Pandora in Borderlands 1 and 2. In 3, Pandora, the moon of Pandora was the Great Vault.
Yeah.
And and so Pandora's always been a part of the game. That was like the whole tagline for Borderlands 1, like "Welcome to Pandora."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this planet sounds like it was like it became inhabited in the same way as a prison. Like I guess we were using all the exoplanets as a prison.
Right. Yeah.
Not a bad idea, honestly.
No. That's
If we were ever able to inhabit Mars, send all the prisoners up there and stop wasting our resources.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that
Wouldn't that be a terrible life sentence? All right, you go to Mars now.
Yeah, well, wasn't that the idea for Australia way back in the day? They were sending criminals to Australia.
Yeah, it was a penal colony first.
Yeah, it was a penal colony.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think New Zealand was somewhat.
Well, that's
too.
where everything scary lives. All the most poisonous creatures on Earth are all in Australia.
One of the jokes was that country. God, I'm blanking now.
Australia?
Australia was God's playground. It's like, woo, that's bad. Better put that over for Australia. Don't want the rest of the world seeing that thing.
Yeah.
I saw a thing where it's like it's expected that Australia has like 120,000 species of bug, and they've only discovered 60,000 or something. It's estimated based off of its size and population.
Jeez.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they just found like some kind of new praying mantis. Or no, it's a walking stick.
Yeah,
recently.
it's huge.
Yeah, it's
They
huge.
found something new?
Yeah.
It's humongous.
Okay, back like in the early 2000s, they found one of those trees that's supposed to be extinct from like millions of years ago.
Right.
They found one of those.
In
a bunch
Australia?
of hikers found it, like outside of Sydney. Yeah.
Outside of Sydney,
Wow.
one of the most populated cities in Australia. It was right here, guys.
Right here the whole time. We thought it was gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, what is that tree called? I'll look it up.
I haven't heard about that. But yeah, the walking stick I have heard about. Its thing is massive, and they found it in Australia. Oh, they're going after
You
now.
think you could have found a massive walking stick
Yeah.
if it was walking
Everyone
around.
thought it was a tree limb. They just grabbed it and squished it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Australia's a crazy place. I've been getting. I've actually kind of deteriorated away from YouTube Shorts for a while. I just every now and then I'll watch it a little bit. Sometimes I'll watch it a lot of bit. Now I'm just not watching it at all. I'm too busy with other stuff.
The Wollemi pine.
Wollemi pine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wallaby.
Is a prehistoric tree of Australia,
Well, it's not prehistoric anymore.
No.
and it is considered a living fossil.
That's hilarious. It's not prehistoric anymore.
It wasn't the early 2000s. It's actually the year that I was born. So it was rediscovered in 1994 in a secret canyon in the Blue Mountains, it says.
A secret canyon.
Yeah. This critically endangered conifer, one of the oldest known tree species, dates back to over 200 million years ago and is unique to Australia. Conservation efforts, including saving them from the 2020 bushfires with a specialized irrigation system, are crucial to protect less than 200 Wollemi pines left in the wild.
The question is, how many different ways can this tree kill a human? Because it's in Australia, so it's got to be able to
gotta
kill
be
a human.
deadly.
I don't think that it's just a pine tree.
I'm sure it has neurotoxin in it somewhere.
Man, there's animals and snakes and spiders and stuff out there that scare the crap out of me.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have any of them here. I'm very glad.
Yeah.
But like
I think the 7 deadliest snakes and spiders in the world, like almost all of them are there.
The huntsman spider.
He's your buddy. He's your buddy.
No.
You want a huntsman spider.
No.
is that the one that gets in the bananas?
No, it's the one that's like the size of a freaking tarantula, and it will have fangs
the size of like a puppy. It's big, and it's like it just hunts everything else, like
anything that lives.
Well, it also likes to squeeze in between stuff, and that's where it gives people. It probably has a higher heart attack death count than bite death count. Because people will like move because it likes to squeeze in between stuff. So someone will like do something and it'll come out and they see this giant multi-legged and then they just have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, I would. Well, there was one I saw. It was on like World's Deadliest Animals or whatever. It was like it always talks about how quick it'll kill you if you get bit. And the example they showed was that it was some type of tarantula that like gets up in banana clusters.
Oh, yeah.
And it showed a lady bought these bananas at the store, and there's a spider in there. She brings them home, and then she's like got her broom out, sweeping the floor. Tarantula runs up the broom and bites her. Scary nightmare material. But because it's like an aggressive spider too,
Right. Well-
and then the stuff that'll follow you, like black mamba. Is it the black mamba that'll like
That's an
pick up your scent and follow you home?
That's in Africa, but yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
Africa. That's the scariest
They're
thing I've
very,
ever heard.
Very territorial snakes.
Yeah, I saw this one video. It was terrifying. It was. I think this was in the Middle East. I'm not 100% sure. I believe from like the housing and everything, it was Middle East. Doesn't really say. But anyway, the person, I think it was a guy. I think it was a guy and his wife in bed. He had started recording after he saw it, but the snake was coming into the house and was already crawling across their bed. They're sleeping in bed, crawling across the bed.
He was recording it?
Yeah, and because he couldn't move. It was already on top of him. And then it moves around, and then it looks like it's leaving, right? And then he moves the camera over. It had come up next to his pillow and was looking in my face. I was like, when this thing strikes, my phone's going to go. Just go. But it never struck at the camera or anything. Maybe it was fake. But that's like one of the most terrifying things in the whole world. I was like, imagine
Was it a
snake.
black mamba?
No, it was just a big snake.
Just
I
a
don't
big
know
snake.
what.
Oh,
It had a hood, so it was probably a cobra.
Oh my god! All right,
It was a big
Had to
cobra.
be AI.
It could have been.
That's still so scary. It's like one of those sleep paralysis games. It just make you watch everything that
If it
happens.
had its hood like open, that means it was being aggressive. I would.
Well,
think.
let's assume it's not AI for just a second, right? Because AI is going to be a humongous problem from like 2025 to the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Let's assume it's not. I guess you could say that the reason that it brought its hood out is because it looked him in the eyes.
Why is my computer ringing?
Because your computer wants to have a conversation. It's because of the AI. But I think this is a good time to wrap up. It's almost 6 anyway. We're fixing to record the next episode 2 of Terra Nova. Looking forward to that. I'm glad to have a full party of 7. I hope you all enjoy. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I got a lot of stuff planned. It's going to be super exciting. You have any expectations, Tyrell, going into the game?
I don't know. I mean, from what I've listened to, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be pretty fun. Dungeon delving again, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to exploring this character a little bit because I haven't got to play him yet. So
Right. I'm looking forward to meeting Casimir tonight. That's going to be super fun. Be sure to check us out at all of our. Please enjoy. I hope you enjoy the podcast. This is a great time to get caught up on our normal campaign. It is not over. It is just postponed for now. At the very least, it's postponed this year, and then we will communicate with you guys on when we think it will pick back up in 2026. And then I hope you enjoy the side campaign. Check out our socials. We got Tyrell back to streaming, so we're really looking forward to that. So the Commoners on YouTube, the Commoners of D&D on TikTok and X, as well as our Discord is a great way to get a hold of it, to just chat with us or communicate. It's where we communicate all of our streaming schedules and anything we have going on more often than the podcast. And if you just want to come in there and ask questions, we have areas just for the podcast where we've talked about the campaign and thoughts on it, and we've even had some other listeners ask questions and stuff. So please check it out. We appreciate all your support, your listens, and just any interaction you have. This is part of why we do this. In addition to the fact that it keeps us consistent, we thank you all for listening, and we look forward to putting out our next episode of the podcast. Thank you very much.
bye.